so today I wanted to go into my everyday face routine, and I want to start doing more like getting ready with me videos, like the makeup I'm wearing today or things. But honestly, in every single video I'd have to tell you what I do with my face, because I, put face makeup on every single day. Like, I'm not, gonna be, like, doing it every single video. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it in one video, and then every time I do a tutorial, it'll be like, if you wanna know what's on my face, click the link below, and you can watch me ramble on about what I put on my face. Ta-da! Yeah. But, yes, I also wanna do, I talked about it towards the end of the video, a comparison. I use this ergonomic sponge type thing. It's kind of related to the Beauty Blender, but it's not. 25 bucks. I got this for like $2. And I want to do my makeup. I might do this later in the week, or next week, where I do half my face with this and half my face without, to just show you the difference, how much you can spend a couple dollars, and an ergonomic sponge can really be your best friend. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and you're gonna see how I do my makeup every single day, my face makeup anyway. Keep watching. Bye guys! Okay, so the first thing I've just gone ahead and done, and I was already wearing my foundation, or my face routine, before I started. So I just took a makeup, oops, I just snapped one, makeup remover. That was my one from yesterday morning that I did not throw away, which is kind of gross, but just took a makeup remover. I used the Simple Cleansing Facial Wipes. They're my favorite. I've used them for a while now. I will never switch. And just took off all my face makeup. So the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is apply my Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream. It looks like this. I'm in the lightest shade, just so you know. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand like that. I don't use a lot of this at all. You don't need a lot. If you put a lot on, it's really hard to kind of blend in. It almost feels like it's not sinking in. So, I mean, you can use like 2 layers, but I just use a small amount. I just put that much. And I just rub this between my fingers, like this, until it's kind of warmed up. And then I just kind of dab it over my face. I'm gonna just go ahead and blend this in. I also kind of put some under my eyes and around my nose on any red spots. I'm just gonna blend this down my neck as well. I'm gonna blend the spot on my forehead. Make sure you get it up in your hairline. And then I'm just going to wipe my hands off on the makeup remover. And while I let this kind of set in my skin, I can't get it out of my pocket because I've been carrying it around all morning, I'm going to take some lip balm. This is Soft Lips Vanilla. And just, apply this to my lips. Like that. And then I'm going to take one of these types of sponges. It's kind of like an off-brand Beauty Blender. This one's from Avon. A bunch of places sell them. They're really easy to get your hands on. Mine's kind of starting to dry from this morning. I may have to go re-wet it. Yeah, I'm going to run and re-wet this. I'll be right back. Oops. Okay, so you can get these anywhere, really. And I'm just going to lightly pat this across my face. Create cakiness and make sure this is all settling nicely. Okay, so moving on to concealer. I'm using the e.l.f. concealer, and this is an ivory. It's like their creamy stick concealer. It's really creamy and blends really easily, and I really like it. It's $3, I think, and it works pretty well. Go under my eyes and kind of make like a triangle shape. Go around my nose. And then I kind of, if I wasn't wearing makeup, like eye makeup, I would do this, but I kind of make a line along the sides, like where my eyebrow ends to the corner of my eye, like there, but out farther. So kind of, I don't know if you can see that, but continue the line. Then I'm just going to put this on any blemishes that I have, redness, you know, all that fun stuff. Okay, then I start concealing with my fingers. So I start by going under my eyes, and then this I kind of pull out, and then this I just, you know, follow. Oh, I forgot a spot. I take a little bit more of this, and I just draw a line down the center of my nose. Like that. And I don't really try to blend it, you know, a whole lot. I kind of leave it. Just try to get it, you know, patted around the spots and everything. And then this is where I go in with my foundation brush. And I'm just going to kind of pat it in my skin. Just to kind of even it out. And then I just kind of I go back over with a sponge and very lightly tap over my skin wherever I applied it, just to kind of make it look less cakey. Okay, so now at this point I set my skin, set my makeup I've already applied. I've been really recently loving the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. It's not a powder foundation, I learned it's a pressed powder. It even says pressed powder on the back. In 115 Ivory. I really like this stuff, and I actually hit pan. I think I might have accidentally hit my brush off it or something, like the back of the brush, and made a little dent. And then over time of using it, I hit pan on that little dent. So I am quickly going through this, and I really like it. I've had it for a while, but I like it. And I like using a blush brush to apply it, because I feel it applies a little bit easier. And when you're doing, I use a blush brush for powder, blush, and bronzer. And I feel like it just cuts down on the amount of brushes you have to take. And honestly, if you wanted to, you could cut out the foundation brush. Just use your fingers and blend it in. So yeah, I just swirl on my brush, and that's a little bit or a lot. And I start kind of like splitting my forehead in half and then buffing it in. And really, because I have this sponge, I do not worry about it looking cakey. Honestly, I just buff powder all over my face. I also set my under eyes with it. I just put powder everywhere. I'm not, super concerned about where it's going. I just want it to be all over my face. My brush is actually kind of deformed because I washed it and it dried funny. So if you're wondering why it looks like this and it's kind of bent, that's the reason. And then I'm going to take some and blend it down my back. Okay, and then I'm going to take my sponge again and pounce it across my skin everywhere. Down my neck, everything. . And this helps remove the excess powder and make it look less cakey, but honestly, it keeps me matte. Like, you would think it would, because it's like moist, I guess, it would add dewiness back into your skin, but honestly, the water dries and the powder is left behind. It just kind of removes the excess. Honestly, right now, this feels really good. Like, especially, like, the larger part, if you get, like, an ergonomic sponge like this, the bottom part feels really good. Because it's kind of cold, especially if you put cold water on it when you, like, dampen it, I guess. It's nice. Okay. So, I am going to move on. I'm thinking about doing, like, a comparison video on how much better, like, foundation and stuff looks without this. Like, doing one half of my face where I do my normal foundation routine and use this, and doing my other half of the face where I do my normal foundation routine without it. If you'd like to see that, let me know in a comment down below, or give this video a thumbs up so I know. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up so I know. Okay, moving on, I would now go ahead and do my eyes. So since my eyes are already done, I'll move back onto my face. Next, I'm going to take the same brush I used for powder and a bronzer. I've been, when my hair is up, typically, I like using the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny, and I've just, been using this more frequently than my other bronzer, my e.l.f. Contour Blush and Bronzer set. I like this one better. Plus it's matte and it's a lighter tone, and you can have a heavier shade with it. It's not that bad. So I just kind of swirl on my cheekbones. I'm not, contouring. I like to just kind of, because my hair's up, I just want it to kind of be like a glow, and not so much of like a sculpting, chiseling effect, like really scrubbing it in there. I just kind of want it to be, glowy. I'm going to run that down my neck and under, like here, like not just my jawbone, but underneath as well. With my other one, the e.l.f. one, I really like, sculpting with that. But honestly, this I just like better. And I like using, I found a blush brush better because I just like the way it looks. Over using, like, a big powder brush where it's, like, giant on my face and I get bronzer, like, everywhere. I want more of, like, a more defined, where I really have control of where the bronzer's going. If that makes sense. Okay. And then for cheeks, literally my cheeks are basically the same every single day. Some days I change it up, but I'll basically tell you the two blushes I use. But I start off with my Maybelline Dream Bouncy blush. As always, I just take 2 clean fingers and kind of pat it and lightly rub in there. And just kind of tap it on my cheeks. Just kind of give me like a glow. So if my blush does, for whatever reason, wear off, which it typically does, I'll still, glow from this. So then I just kind of wipe it off, even though it looks kind of crazy. I wipe off my hands, and with the same 2 fingers, I go back and blend this blush out. Okay, and then my typical blush, this is the one I switch out with. The other one I use very rarely, but if I do, is the e.l.f. blush in Tickled Pink. If I just kind of want like a glow, it's a pretty peachy pinky color, and it's pretty matte. It does have subtle, very subtle, like you have to look pretty hard for it, shimmer, but honestly, it's matte, but has very, very minimal shimmer. It does shimmer, but you really have to like be paying attention, or for a long time I just thought it was matte. It has a subtle shimmer. Or the other one I've really been loving is this one by Avon, and it's called the Perfect Look Color Palette. I got this for Easter a couple years ago in Cool. And this is not this palette, if you ever see me use this in a tutorial, this palette is not the palette that comes with it. But I have another one, of like these types of things that have like, the powder, blush, and bronzer. And I actually, in my very first tutorial, used the other one I have that has like, it's like this blue color. This is the palette that goes in this, but I don't use this palette as much, and I use this one more often, so I just slid it in there. But I like using, from the Cool palette, this one, this bubblegummy pink blush. This is my favorite, and that's the one I use most often. So I'm going to take this and with my blush brush, apply it to my cheeks. Okay, and then, I'm just going to go ahead and pat this out. to kind of reduce everything. I don't know what the other one is called. Here, I'll tell you. This one is called Nudes to Browns, but this one's called a Personal Makeover Kit. This is the older one. I have 2 of them. My aunt gave me these. I don't really use this one. It's like a burgundy color. It's the Personal Makeover Kit in warm. They don't make these anymore. They do make like the same type of thing, but now they're called Perfect Look color palettes. But they still intermix. So if you're ever wondering, they do not go together, but I like the eyeshadow and like the lip, or just the eyeshadows better in this one, so I use them more frequently. And the other ones aren't that pigmented, this one. So yeah, if you're ever wondering, that was what it is. Okay, so then I would finish off with a lip product, but my lip product that I want to wear is not here today, but it would be the CoverGirl Lip Perfection Jumbo Gloss Bomb and Hot Pink Twist. And yeah, that is my completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!